Dodge just revealed the 6 of 7 final edition cars, with the previous 5 editions being basically on the sticker packages other than the Charger Super Bee final edition. The Black Ghost final edition is basically a Jailbreak Challenger with some 1970 cues to honor the Black Ghost 1970 Dodge Challenger that used to haunt the streets of Detroit. While the Ghost edition is an okay tribute, I can't help but feel that it could have been better, especially for another $100,000 last call tribute. Maybe it could have had a stage kit offered, or even a tune from a previous car to give it a clear-cut advantage, just like the 426 that the Black Ghost had. I'm sure most Dodge fans know that the Ghost Edition pays tribute to Garfield Quall's black 1970 Dodge Challenger that had a 426 Hemi, vinyl roof, and a rear white stripe. I'll leave a link to the documentary for the Ghost Challenger and why it earned a nickname for the disappearing tricks that it would do after it would win street races around Detroit. But the Black Ghost Final Edition, Dodge claims is a Redeye Challenger with a power bump up to 807 horsepower. I guess Dodge is having such a hard time getting jailbreak cars out of the plant that they don't want to piss off people who had jailbreak orders in for months and then all of a sudden get canceled in a lot of cases, just for Dodge to build 600 jailbreaks out of 2 high-priced editions. So Dodge just calls them Redeyes with the power bump instead of the 807 horsepower jailbreak editions. I'll show you a little bit later in the video, but you can't even spec this car on a configurator as a Redeye, but you can pick every option if you built it as a jailbreak. And I don't understand why the King Daytona wasn't a super stock Charger, since Dodge put the drag suspension in the Charger Super Bee that I talked about in this video. But here we go with the Ghost Edition. Now there's only going to be 300 of these Ghost jailbreaks running around. There's really nothing special about this car other than the alligator skin roof. I think just a satin painted roof would have been fine, even using a stencil and then painting the roof satin black could have worked to get the gator skin appearance, but it looks like Dodge is going the cheap route and just using a large vinyl decal. You also get the Dodge logo on the front fascia, Challenger script on the fenders, we get hood pins we never seen before. Moving down, you get satin carbon wheels and then black Brembo brakes. Then it says you get a bright fuel door, and I wonder if it's different from the chrome fuel door that you can normally order. And moving out back, we get the white fender graphics that I'm surprised Dodge didn't write Ghost in it, just like with the other editions from the Swinger to the King Daytona. Moving inside, Dodge did not release any interior photos. Why they keep missing photos at this point is getting ridiculous. But imagine in your head carbon fiber bezels, suede headliner, Alcantara steering wheel with the red SRT logo, Alcantara seats, and a Ghost badge. But I'll show you on the screen what it looks like in the configurator. Now, as far as how much the Ghost would cost, I would say it would be at least $97,000 based on 2022 prices. But with a price increase for 2023, more than likely, I'd say the Ghost will probably be at least $99,000. We don't know if Dodge will add other options to the Ghost, kind of like the H&K system or the floor match, which are some of the options you can pick on a jailbreak. Now, compared to the King Daytona, Dodge did not throw the kitchen sink at this edition. It was ridiculous for the King Daytona to pretty much have every option you can get on a jailbreak, and it was supposed to pay tribute to a stripped out drag car. The King Daytona should have been a low option Charger Superstock, honestly, or at least low spec like this Ghost jailbreak. I can easily spec a jailbreak Ghost at over $102,000 if I went package crazy like Dodge did with the King Daytona edition. But taking a step back from these 2 final editions, who would think 5 years after the Demon that Dodge could sell cars with less horsepower and still cost more than the Demon? Just saying. And as far as how I feel about this edition, I think it's another waste of a jailbreak final edition. Basically $100,000 for only a black on black Challenger with a white stripe, bright wheels, and a roof sticker. I think if I were to see this car in public, I would think that the owner took some 1970 badges from a Challenger and stuck it on this car, and that they did like a flat black camouflage theme on the roof of a black Challenger. To me, if Dodge wanted to make these final editions stand out, they all should have had more horsepower. I don't care if it was in the form of stage kits or just a different tune. The Black Ghost and King Daytona final editions should have had Demon tunes. If you want to make those cars highly desirable, load both of them with Demon tunes so they can have 808 horsepower, which is more than we've seen for these other two editions. And then give them the race ECU and like a final edition briefcase so it can run 840 horsepower like the Demon did on race fuel. People would have been bidding like crazy for these two editions. Heck, even better, every final edition gets a black briefcase with a red Dodge logo on it, and on the inside when you open it up, you get a red interior, and inside there's a stage kit controller in there. And on the inside lid, you'll have a Demon logo saying that your car is now Demon possessed. And all last call editions will be preloaded with stage 3 kits already installed. Imagine seeing the headlines, Dodge Challenger Ghost Edition is more powerful than the legendary Dodge Demon, but it's for the streets this time. And for the King Daytona, I said in my other video, that car should have been a super stock Charger with a Demon tune. That car could have been a Charger Demon that we never got, and with only 300 made, it would easily be a $200,000 car just based on rarity compared to the Demon. I'm going to talk about how I would have done the final editions if I was Tim Knissick in another video, but I think we can all agree that my idea of having a commemorative briefcase or special black and red themed Demon box with stage kits and a Demon possessed ECU tunes would have made every edition the most talked about cars for years. But having said all that, I wonder why Dodge is not giving the Hellcat any love. I pointed out a few times before that the RT and Hellcat are being skipped over for more expensive models. Dodge didn't even make a final edition out of a Redeye or a Superstock and just jump straight into the most expensive Hellcat variants, the Jailbreak. Honestly, I think it is disrespectful to straight up diss the 7 horsepower Hellcat variant. If it wasn't for that car laying the foundation for all the other variants that came after it, from the Demon to the Redeye to the Superstock and now the Jailbreak, I question if Dodge would have survived the last 5 years living on a 16-year-old platform with only the 392 being the heavy hitter of the brand. Skipping over the Hellcat shows these final editions are nothing but cash grabs. How do you not pay tribute to the one engine that saved the brand? Heck, look at every high-powered truck and SUV in Stellantis. Tell me what engine is in it. The 700 horsepower Dodge Durango Hellcat, the 700 horsepower Jeep Trackhawk, and the 700 horsepower Ram TRX. The base Hellcat engine has been in way more profit margin vehicles than the higher powered 800 horsepower Demon version. It's just sad to see that Stellantis has just jacked up the price on the one engine that's been carried by multiple Halo vehicles across the brands over the last few years. And why can't the 5.7 Hemi have any final editions? The 5.7 Hemi 6-speed manual Challenger was the first Dodge car I ever purchased when I had a little money in my pocket. A couple years later, I moved up into a 6-speed manual Hellcat in 2017. So the 5.7 Hemi holds a special place in my heart. It was a great car when I had it. And I pointed out in probably every Scat Pack Final Edition video why the 5.7 could not get a Final Edition. Prime example is the Shakedown Challenger Edition. A 5.7 Hemi Challenger can get a shaker option. So why not make a Shakedown 5.7 in like red or maybe white to make it different from the Scat Pack version? But thank goodness I'm not a journalist, because I would ask the tough questions like this and then probably get banned from doing any speaking engagements with Dodge ever again. But every edition to me has been a missed opportunity and just straight up sticker pack cash grabs. Other than the Charger Super B, I hope none of you guys pay a single penny over MSRP for any of these cars. They are not worth the price of admission. You are better off just getting the allocation and spec your own car in the color and options that you want. There is nothing these cars offer that justifies spending so much money and getting into bidding wars with them. You can order any car you want and just get your own aftermarket stickers to make it look like these final editions. I guarantee you there will be plenty of people out there that will make these final edition stickers in plenty of colorways and no one's gonna know the difference whether you bought it from Dodge or you bought it from Harry down the street with a vinyl shop. It'll be funny if you can't even get the edition names on the window stickers. Check out this limited edition TRX and tell me if you would think this vehicle was special if I didn't tell you it was special or told you to look for the word edition on it. So don't drink the ADM Kool-Aid. Skip over all the editions other than the Super B if you cannot get them for MSRP. In 10 years, no one's going to care if this car came with extra stickers when it's basically the same exact car in the same exact configuration that pretty much anyone else can spec. They aren't demons, so don't go spending demon prices for the same cars everyone else can get. These editions aren't VIN special like the Demon. Dodge didn't say anything about the VIN or if they'll be numbered 1 to 300 on the edition badge in the car. They probably won't even say edition name in bold up top on your window sticker. They'll probably just have the edition name buried in the options list where no one's really gonna notice it in the first place. But also I want you guys to remember that there is one final edition left, and that car is coming sometime between November 1st and November 4th at SEMA. So for some reason, instead of spreading these car reveals out, we aren't going to see any new editions in October. But if they're going to tell you exactly where every car is at in October, are we going to know before the SEMA unveiling exactly how many of the 7 final edition is coming and what options are on the car? Because Tim Knissen said in October, we're going to know where every car is, but the question is that when the order banks are going to open up as well? So how are you going to be able to order a car that has not been revealed yet?
We can allocate every single unit that we're going to build for that final run in advance. So everyone will get one shot, one opportunity to get one of those final Brampton Hemi cars. So in October this year, we're going to tell you every unit that we're going to build for the final 12 months of production by trim and by dealer. And then we're going to update that weekly on DodgeGarage.com. So you're going to know where every single Hemi Charger, Challenger, RT, Scat Pack, Hellcat, Redeye, you name it, where it's going. Think about it as a horsepower locator, because we don't want any customers putting in orders at dealers that may not earn allocation for what they're looking for. We don't want you waiting for your dream car that's never going to get delivered. So if you got your heart set on a Redeye, a Jailbreak, a Superstock, a Scat Pack, whatever, we're going to tell you exactly which dealers are going to have access to those models.
I'm going to do another video going over all these editions as a whole, probably sometime next week. But let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys think of the Ghost Final Edition? Is it worth 300 Jailbreak models? Should it have the Demon tune to give it a clear advantage over every other Dodge on the streets? And until the next video, I'm out.